Onto the Tuono. As expected for a bike of this magnitude, we have fully adjustable components. So we have compression, preload and rebound on both fork legs, and on the shock we have again a fully adjustable shock. Compression, rebound and preload.
Salt Lake Motorsports, your Italian source for Ducati, Aprilia, Bimota in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake Motorsports.
Again, we've got to check on all the Italian bikes for free sag. So up it comes, Dave. And we're at 22 3/4 of an inch using the axle plate and the screw in the turn signal. On you get. That did drop a lot. 22 1/4. So actually, so we're about 1 1/4, somewhere around there. So this is as stiff as the 999 was. So for Dave stock, this is perfect in the back. Now, as you talked about yesterday with the Japanese bikes, when you have a rider that's sat up, most of the weight is center to back of the bike. Now we know that this is stiff in the back, so it'll push the weight forward a little bit, but we saw some very strange sag numbers yesterday on all the standard motorcycles because the rider was so far back. So let's see how it works with this one. 3 3/4 inches of available travel, so it's actually pretty good. It's set up a little bit soft, and we can add some preload into this, but it's definitely within the range of adjustability, so at 190, somewhere in that range, this bike's going to work out really well. So Dave, yesterday, the R1 was perfect, and this today so far is perfect for him. Okay, now with Halion, obviously this is going to be far more stiff, and unacceptably so. So we're at 3/4 of an inch. So again, completely unusable for her. We'd probably drop that spring out and put a softer spring in, and then go back in and change the rebound damping to suit. And on the front, 3 1/2 inches of travel. So a little less than we had with Dave. So actually the front's going to work out perfectly for her. So in this instance, with this weight range, if you buy this bike, you're going to have to do a lot of work to the shock to get it right so that the motorcycle's balanced on sag. Now with Chris on the bike, it sunk a little bit. So let's see how much.
Too bad we didn't get that with this.
I'd say that's way too soft. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go in there and add some preload, and maybe, depending on his riding style and how aggressive he is with the throttle, we may have to swap that spring out and go up a rate to compensate. But definitely in the back, way too soft. And on the front, definitely too soft again. So if you're in the 220 to 250 range, this bike is going to need either respringing or considerable work on spring preload to balance the motorcycle out to your weight.